Hey, good morning. I'm admiring my new toolbox with tools completely organized, and I could find things so easy. It only took me a lifetime to get this far. But what I'm really looking at today is this project. So for the last few years, I've spent too much time and energy patching this thing up. It's just rusted away to nothing. And fortunately, my son is a good welder, because I couldn't, if I welded it, I'd just blow holes through the thing. But it's getting to where there's just nothing left to weld onto anymore. I mean, we've cobbled patches onto this thing, and it's just gotten to where it's done. So finding a replacement was a challenge. There was none on the planet for the Cub Cadet, and if you could find it, it was close to $900 plus tax and shipping. Now the good news is all these things are made by MTD, even this model here, so they're all the same. And the part number for the deck had a paint code at the end, and the paint code for the Cub Cadet was black. The paint code for the Sears model is yellow, which I thought about painting it. I don't really care. I'm not that big on aesthetics, but I'm not gonna leave it alone. But yeah, I found one actually at a local tractor dealer, Messick's. Give them a shout out. And not only was it cheap, well, cheap, 800 bucks, but I didn't have to pay shipping, and yeah, it saved me a lot of money. And they figured out that, yeah, this will work. So here we go. This is going to be a fun project, but hey, got to do it. Just that's life. Here we go. Okay, so this is never fun doing this. As many times as I've done it. Make sure this stupid camera's working. The hardest part's getting the cable on the hook from the blade drive. There's the offending piece. It just didn't hold up very well. It's rusted out. It's rusted out in important spots. There's a hole busted through. So I think I'm just going to put all new parts where there's rolling bearings, transfer everything else over, level it up, and hopefully get another 10 years out of it. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, so I'm not going to clean this all up because it's just going to the dump. I cleaned up where the bolts are that I got to take out. God, can't hardly see them. And there's a few here and there that hold this together. So start taking off of one and putting on the other, except for the things with bearings in. Well, here we go. Well, every project has to have a little bump in the road or two, and this one is no exception. One of the things we did when we were fixing this, welding these brackets back on and doing all this patchwork, was we inadvertently welded a piece that's bolted onto here that goes onto here. Oh yeah. So it took a little doing to get that off of there, but nothing. Couldn't get an angle grinder in there without major surgery. So just a couple of drill bits and some nice sharp chisels, and it came off. And then, as I had expected, all these bearings are shot. They're just wiggly, and these ones are, well, it's kind of hard to see this one, but you can feel it. This one's probably the only good one on the whole tractor. But this one, when you take the brake off, you can feel this and wiggling too. So they're shot. So I've got to order some parts. So moving on. Alrighty, here we are back at it again. So while I was waiting for my parts to get get delivered today. I cleaned up my blades a little bit. They still need sharpened, and I've discovered that using an angle grinder with a flapper wheel is like way easier and more efficient to sharpen these things. These haven't been sharpened yet, but man, you can get them like a razor with minimal grinding involved, and you could see what you're doing, and it just does such a great job. Threw some paint on these things, cleaned up some stuff, transferred this washer thingy and that thingy, which is, I must be to hang a bagger shooter or something. But that was fun trying to get the old one off, and I couldn't use it anyway. Check that out. It wore the head like a pyramid. So anyways, my parts came. So let's open those babies up and see if I got the right stuff. Okay. Open this up. So ordered these according to the part numbers. Come get the part numbers. So let's see how we made out. All I gotta do is figure out how to open it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's a winner. I think those are a winner. Oh yeah, we got more boxes. Lots of boxes. It's crazy for the price of the entire assembly. Yeah, the bearings alone would have been cheaper. It would have been cheaper to rebuild them, but for the minimal extra cost to get the whole thing, it's like $45 for both of these. And it comes with a grease zerk. Sweet. Let's hope that. Let's hope that. Come on, get off. Let's hope that these nuts fit. Oh yeah. I think we're gonna be good. All right. Here we go. Cool. They gave me new bolts too. So that's nice. We'll get this stuff put on and then attempt to transfer all the spring-loaded stuff, which is going to be fun. Okay, this part's going to be a little challenging. It's kind of wound up at the spring. Get the little keeper in the hole here. So I'm kind of feeling how much tension's on it. And I have to get it wound up the same, which is going to prove to be a challenge, but here we go. Alrighty, got her all back together except for the wheels, and got the belt strung correctly. A little tricky. It was a little tricky getting this in. I had to mount this with one bolt, swing it out of the way, and then wind this. It only took like one wind to get it into position, and then kind of fit everything together and bolt it up real quick while it was under tension. But yeah, it works. So put the wheels on, and hopefully come spring, whenever first time I try to use it, it works. Actually, I'm going to test run it as soon as I bring the tractor down here when the snow melts. So, oh yeah, well, here we go. So I got this stuff called Modeck. It's so slick the grass won't stick. I figured I'd give it a try, seeing as though this thing is new. I think it's one of those things that you spray it on and it works until it stops working, and then you spray some more on. So we'll see how it works. Why not? Hey. And then I'm going to put this on the tractor and give it a test. Okay, deck's level.